Hey there, English explorers. Welcome back to Mr. English Teacher, the podcast that helps you learn and practice English naturally, one conversation at a time. I'm Emma, your English guide for today.
And I'm Leo, your friendly learner. If you're someone who's learning English and sometimes feels stuck or shy, you're in the right place.
Exactly. Today's topic is learning English, how it starts, how it grows, and how you can keep improving without losing motivation.
And maybe how not to cry when irregular verbs attacking.
Yes, we'll survive those verbs together. So, Leo, do you remember your first English word?
I think it was hello. Classic start, right?
Perfect choice. Hello opens doors. Conversations, friendships, podcasts.
Exactly. I used to say hello to everyone, even my dog.
That's cute. My first word was apple. I practiced it for a whole week.
Really? Why apple?
Because my first English textbook had this big red apple on the cover. Every page started with A is for apple. So for days, I went around saying apple, apple, apple.
And now you're hosting a podcast in English? That's progress.
See, small words can lead to big dreams. Learning English starts small, but every word you learn connects to another word, and soon you can build whole worlds.
I remember when I started learning, everything sounded like noise. I couldn't tell where one word ended and the next began.
Oh yes, that's a normal stage. I call it the everything is mashed together stage.
Exactly. Like when someone said, "What are you doing?" And I thought they said, "What you doing?"
That's because in natural English, we connect words. It's called connected speech. For example, what are you doing becomes what you doing, or even what you doing.
I used to think that was a whole new word. Like, what you doing was in the dictionary.
If it helps, even native speakers don't always realize how fast they speak. But once you start listening more, songs, podcasts, TV shows, your brain begins to hear the patterns.
Yeah, listening changed everything for me. At first, I only studied grammar, but I still couldn't speak. Then I started watching sitcoms with subtitles, and suddenly real English started to make sense.
That's a great strategy. Grammar gives you the structure, but listening gives you rhythm, pronunciation, and real usage. You need both.
So grammar is like the skeleton, and listening adds the muscle and skin.
Exactly. And speaking is like exercising. You have to use it to grow stronger.
Speaking of exercise, I used to be terrified of speaking English. Every time I tried, my brain froze. I was scared of making mistakes.
You're definitely not alone. Most learners feel that way. The truth is, mistakes are not the enemy, silence is.
That's a good quote. Mistakes are not the enemy, silence is.
You can put that on a t-shirt. Seriously though, every mistake teaches you something. When you say something wrong and someone corrects you, you learn faster.
That happened to me once. I said, "I am boring," when I meant I am bored. People laughed. I wanted to disappear.
That's a classic one, but you never forgot the difference, right?
Never again. Now I say I'm bored. Unless I really am boring.
See, one funny moment taught you for life. That's how learning works, through experience, not just memorization.
Yeah, and when I stopped being afraid of sounding silly, I started improving faster. I'd go to coffee shops, talk to tourists, even if my grammar wasn't perfect.
That's perfect. Confidence grows when you use the language. Fluency is not speaking perfectly, it's speaking comfortably.
One thing I still struggle with is vocabulary. There are just so many words. How do native speakers remember them all?
Actually, even native speakers don't know every word, but they use the words they need, and they learn new ones in context.
What do you mean by in context?
It means learning words in sentences, not in isolation. For example, instead of memorizing get, learn phrases like get up. get along, get better, or get lost. Each one has a different meaning.
Right. Get is like the boss of English words. It's everywhere.
Exactly. When you see words in context, in TV shows, stories, or real conversations, your brain connects them with meaning, emotion, and situation. That makes them stick.
So, reading and listening are more important than just flashcards?
Flashcards help with review, but reading and listening give life to the words. Think of flashcards as vitamins and real English as your daily meal.
I like that. English vitamin.
Exactly. So make sure you eat English every day. A podcast, a short video, a few paragraphs from a book. Small bites, but every day.
Speaking of podcasts, I've realized listening to natural English like this really helps. It's not like classroom audio where people talk like robots.
Yes, real English has emotion, rhythm, and music. When you listen to natural dialogue, you don't just learn words, you learn how to sound friendly, confident, and natural.
Sometimes I even repeat lines out loud. Like when I watched Friends, I'd pause and say, "How you doing?" like Joey.
That's an excellent technique, shadowing. You repeat after native speakers to copy their pronunciation, intonation, and stress. It's like karaoke for English.
That's fun. And after a while, I started sounding less like a robot and more like a real person.
That's the goal. English isn't just about words, it's about music. Every sentence has a rhythm. For example, try saying, I want to go to the store today. The stress falls on the important words.
So, if I stress the wrong word, it might sound weird?
Exactly. That's why listening and repeating are key. They teach your ear and your mouth to work together.
I think one reason people lose motivation is because English feels like just study, not fun.
True. But English isn't just a subject. It's a culture, a bridge, and a tool for connection. When you find something you love in English, music, movies, games, books, it becomes fun.
For me, it was video games. I learned so many words like quest, level up, and achievement unlocked.
See? You were learning and enjoying it at the same time. That's the best kind of learning. Effortless learning.
What about you, Emma? How did you stay motivated?
I loved listening to songs in English. I wanted to understand the lyrics. When I finally understood my first full song without subtitles, I felt like I had superpowers.
That's such a good feeling when you realize, hey, I actually understand this.
Exactly. Celebrate those little victories. Every small win builds confidence. Don't compare your English to someone else's. Compare it to yesterday's you.
Okay, teacher moment. What are the most common mistakes you see English learners make?
Oh, good question. Let's see. Number 1, translating directly from your native language. For example, some languages say, I have 25 years. But in English, we say, I am 25 years old.
Yeah, that one got me too. I said, I have hungry once.
That's adorable. The correct one is I am hungry. Second mistake, forgetting articles. A and the. They seem small, but they change meaning. For example, I saw a dog means any dog. I saw the dog means a specific dog.
Right. Articles are tricky. My language doesn't have them.
That's why you need to hear and read them in real English. Third mistake, using too formal English when speaking casually, like saying, I do not know, instead of I don't know.
So, contractions make speech sound more natural.
Exactly. They show fluency. We say, I'm, you're, there, we've, etc. Using them helps you sound smoother and friendlier.
Got it. So, don't translate, use articles, and speak naturally.
Perfect summary.
Okay, Emma, let's give our listeners some real tips. How can they improve their English every day?
Love it. Let's do a quick list. Tip 1. Listen to something in English every day. Podcasts, short YouTube clips, even 5 minutes counts.
Tip 2. Speak out loud even if you're alone. Describe what you're doing, like, I'm cooking dinner, I'm watching TV. It trains your brain to think in English.
Exactly. Tip 3. Read what you enjoy, not what you should read. Comics, news, fan fiction. If you like it, you'll learn faster.
Tip 4. Don't be afraid to repeat. Repetition is how the brain remembers. Watch your favorite show again, this time without subtitles.
Nice one. Tip 5. Surround yourself with English. Change your phone language. Follow English pages on social media or join English-speaking groups.
Tip 6. Find a language partner. Talking to real people is the best practice.
Absolutely. And finally, tip 7. Be patient. Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. Enjoy the process.
That's true. It's not about being perfect. It's about being better than yesterday.
Exactly. Small, consistent steps build fluency over time.
You know what I love about English? The idioms. They make no sense at first, but they're fun.
Oh, yes. Like, it's raining cats and dogs.
The first time I heard that, I actually looked outside. I thought, wait, what is falling?
Right? Idioms are so creative. Break a leg means good luck. Piece of cake means easy.
And hit the books means study hard, not attack your books.
Exactly. Idioms make your English sound colorful and natural. Just remember, they're not always logical. They're cultural.
So I should learn them in context too?
Yes. And use them naturally. Instead of memorizing 100 idioms, learn 5 and use them. That's more powerful.
You know, Emma, this conversation reminds me how far I've come. I used to be too shy to say hello, and now I can have a full conversation.
That's beautiful. And that's exactly what we want our listeners to feel too, that learning English is a journey, not a test.
Sometimes it's hard, but when you think about why you're learning, to connect, travel, work, or just grow, it becomes exciting again.
Exactly. Your reason gives you energy. And remember, every single word you learn brings you closer to your goal.
I like that. Every word is a little victory.
Yes. So to everyone listening, celebrate your progress. Even if today you only learned one new word, that's one more than yesterday.
And if you understood most of this podcast, congratulations, you're already improving.
And that's a wrap for today's episode of Mr. English Teacher. We hope our conversation helped you feel inspired and confident about your English journey.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mr. English Teacher.
Tell us in the comments, what was your first English word? We'd love to know.
And remember, small words can lead to big dreams.
Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep believing in yourself.
See you in the next episode. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye!